What's up, guys? As you guys can see, this is our newest big girl. If you guys are on my Facebook or even my Snapchat, you guys would see. What are you doing? So, are you happy now? This is our newest rescue surrender. Unfortunately, some people get animals kind of based off of a whim without doing proper research and understanding the animal that they're actually getting. These, her previous owners, respectfully did the right, made the right choice. Sorry, she's not trying to work with me. Made the right choice by trying to find her a proper home. And when they contacted me, they explained that she was not handleable. You could not handle her. Mainly because when snakes are in their enclosure and they don't want to get out, they don't want to be messed with, they'll let off a hiss a lot of the times. Now, some animals, it's just that. It's just a hiss, nothing more. Other animals will hiss and then strike. And obviously, nobody wants to get bit. But with that sound and her size, they were borderline fearful and afraid of her. Fearful, afraid, whatever. Borderline afraid of her. And they realized that they could no longer actually care for her properly. So that's where I got involved. And within the first 30 minutes of having her here at the house, obviously we went out to the front yard, we hung out. Bella even hung out with her. Bella actually had her tail up on her as she was slithering through the yard. It was pretty cute. But at the not trying to work with me, guys. So again, unfortunately, people get animals without doing the research of them. Unfortunately, I even just dealt with another situation just yesterday. An individual went to a pet shop, and mind you, this individual has been asking, sorry guys, this individual has been asking about a ball python for some time now. I've explained to them, you know, setup, care, basic husbandry, all this stuff previously, but neither here nor there. This individual went to a pet shop 2 or 3 days ago and picked up a ball python. Now, first and foremost, it was a normal animal that she was well overcharged for. That is neither here nor there, though. The issue is, when she showed me the animal was severely neglected, underweight, and something that really kind of made me wonder what the heck was going on is she explained that they made her sign a waiver that it was a no return, like they had a no return policy on the animal. I've never experienced that. A lot of places have a 5 or 7 day return policy. I'm not saying that places don't have a 0 return policy or do have whatever. Sorry, I promise it's not COVID. Anyways, so that kind of just raised suspicion. But she asked, again, basic care, husbandry, all that good stuff. I explained it once more because ultimately that's what I'm here for. That's what I do. I am here to further educate and make sure that these animals are being cared for appropriately. Well, the individual told her at the pet shop, to feed him Wednesday. She decided to feed him yesterday. And when she fed him yesterday, she fed a medium mouse to this animal, and that mouse made a screech. So a lot of people, which respectfully I can understand, a lot of people can't deal with snakes because of the feeding. A lot of people don't want to do the feeding. They like to look at them at afar, kind of like what you guys are doing right now. But when you get an animal, you have to realize what they eat. You just have to. And you have to be able to provide that food, feed, whatever you want to call it, for that animal. So regardless, she did not feel comfortable after she had fed off the animal, and she decided that she had to get rid of this animal that she had just got 2 days prior, 1 to 2 days prior. And one of her options was to set it loose. That is not something that you do. You do not set loose any animal, especially not a non-native animal. Once you do that, now being that this is a ball python, we could battle back and forth until we're blue in the face about ball pythons being able to establish here in Florida. That's neither here nor there. The issue, however, is if it wasn't a ball python, you know, like for instance, my tegu, Valentino, FWC just actually called me right before this video and was telling me about being that Valentino is on my inventory, I ultimately could lose my permit. We're getting it straightened out and figured out, but that is because of laws set in place. What are you doing? That is because of laws recently set into place because these guys are non-native invasive animals, and that goes with reticulated pythons, Burmese pythons, and such. Green iguanas as well. Green anacondas. But anyways, once you do that, you provide this fear mindset that most of the public has. That's completely the opposite of our goal. Not just my goal, but everybody in this business, hobby, industry, whatever you want to call it. Please do not get an animal before you do your research on the animal. Make sure that animal and that animal's requirements are able to be met by yourself or somebody else in the household to ensure that that animal is going to live a happy and healthy life. And don't set things loose. Come on, guys, really? Anyways, that's going to be the end of that. I am going to hang out with her for a little bit more before I go to Publix and get some hot and spicy chicken. I'm really craving that. But anyways, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Once we get to 1K, we are still doing that 1K giveaway, so make sure you keep that in mind. If you could, share it around with all your friends, maybe your family, share it on Facebook. If you want to, the more the merrier. It greatly helps me out. Alright guys, take care.